It is I, and I am him, JP the Outlaw, here to give you some WWE news. Got some good shit going on in the WWE right now. As far as the Hardys are concerned, rumors reporting saying that the Hardys are working out deals with Anthem Sports just so they can get the broken gimmick on the WWE. Now, how I feel about it since the WWE got involved, the WWE is going to take the gimmick wholeheartedly, which means that what Matt was fighting for, which was, again, to own his own gimmick, is now the property of Vince McMahon. So, I mean, nothing's been confirmed. Nothing's been written in stone yet. But, knowing the WWE, if they invested all of this money inside of the Hardys, they're looking for the biggest payoff ever. Nothing past the Jeff Hardy and the Matt Hardy version 1 stuff. You know, Jeff Hardy had a storied career in the WWE. But as far as that's concerned, the broken gimmick is one of the biggest things that's happened in wrestling since the NWO. Maybe even the Bullet Club. Let's say the Bullet Club because that's more recent. So how would I introduce the broken gimmick to the WWE fans? The casual fans, rather. Easy. I would have Bray Wyatt go up against Matt Hardy. Regular Matt Hardy. Have Bray Wyatt get inside of the mind of Matt Hardy and slowly start to break him. Hence, boom. Broken Matt Hardy. Hell, you can even do that dumbass match that they got going on this weekend. A House of Horrors match. Which is nothing but a Hardy's compound match, which I assume is where they're getting the idea from, a House of Horrors. They did the same thing with the New Day versus the Wyatts in their compound match, which was supposed to be a knock on the Hardys. What is that? Total non-stop deletion. So, it didn't go over well with the WWE. Just because it was a new way of telling a story, that's all. Sort of like, instead of than getting a wrestling match, you get a little in-between highlight reel of just funny shit. And I think that's what Matt and Jeff brings to the table as far as entertaining. Like, yeah, they can both go inside the ring. More so Jeff than Matt. But then I'm hearing rumors and reports about Jeff wanting the WWE wanting Jeff to have a singles run and go up against Brock Lesnar at this year's SummerSlam. So, and this is how I feel about that. If you're going to have Brock go up against Jeff Hardy, then Jeff is not ready. One, Jeff needs some vacation time. He's all fucked up already from massive tour dates with Ring of Honor and TNA. So already coming into the WWE fucked up. He hasn't had the time to break and rest. Like I said, when you introduce Bray Wyatt to Matt Hardy, that's the perfect time to give Jeff Hardy that time off, necessary time off that he needs before he goes into SummerSlam. Would I have him go up against Brock Lesnar? Fuck no. Look at what happened to Randy Orton, which is an accident waiting to happen. You know, Randy Orton is not the unbreakable Randy Orton. He is very fucking breakable. It's been proven on time and time again. Even last year when he went up against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, at the end of that match, he had a concussion. Okay? So, the next 2 pay-per-views, they couldn't book Randy Orton. But they had already invested so much inside the Randy Orton-Bray Wyatt feud. So what did they do? They had him do a match against Kane. Randy Orton came out for a little bit, but nothing big. Again, if you're going against Brock Lesnar, you want to be 100%. I don't give a fuck if it's for 5-10 minutes or whatever have you. You gotta be, it's fucking Brock Lesnar. He'll break you in half by just looking at you. This is a big fucking guy. So, that's how I would book the Hardys. Hopefully, they'll get the legal rights for the broken gimmick. And this will be all behind us. I think this is the best way to go with the Hardy Boys. Moving on to our next piece of news. Dean Ambrose, is he lazy? Now, this is how I feel about Dean. I like Dean. I really do. I think he's this generation's Roddy Piper. His mannerisms, the way he comes off in the ring. Yeah, I could give a fuck more, but I give a fuck less. And that's what he presents to the WWE universe. So it would only make sense that management would feel the same exact way about Dean Ambrose, especially given the programs that he's worked in the past year. He started off the year as WWE champion. That's true. But you put him in a rivalry with The Miz. You put him in a rivalry with AJ. And then you have another rivalry, let's say, with Dolph Ziggler. And this last rivalry was Baron Corbin. Now, that progression is going down just based off the name. The peak was AJ. And then since AJ, everything just started to fall and crumble. Because I feel as though in a recent segment on Raw, which was last week, freaking The Miz took a pop shot at Dean Ambrose. That pop shot was sent from the higher ups. Because again, I'm not going to get that in depth with you if I don't have this envelope information. And when somebody says you're being lazy and that's why you're not being pushed on national television, that wasn't The Miz. That wasn't The Miz at all. That was fucking that was Vince McMahon. If not Vince, Triple H. But all this comes off of the Stone Cold podcast, where Dean just basically was there. He didn't add to the fucking show. He didn't come off and really bring his own presence to that show. So ever since then, and I don't know if Austin has ever been a talent scout or anything like that, but obviously they see him, and that's another platform where the WWE can talk to their talent using somebody else. Just like the Miz is the WWE's hitman. Whoever we want you to dig into, that's who we're going to dig into. Look at what he did with Cena and Brie Bella. Look at what he did to fucking Dolph Ziggler. He literally saved Dolph Ziggler's career just off the fact of constant digging. So I'm a firm believer, if you have all the talent in the world, that's a good thing. But without the proper mic skills, the proper mindset, you will be in obscurity. Oh, that was a nice one, Juan. I like that. Anyway, this is what this is what's happening with Dean. Okay, you put him in a fucked up rivalry with AJ, and instead of having him lose clean to AJ, you turn James Ellsworth bad and have him lose. He's the reason why Dean lost his title, not because of Dean. So I get it, and then again I don't get it, because now it makes no fucking sense. Then they go into a little rivalry. They break away from that. They put him against The Miz for the Intercontinental Champion. I don't have a problem with Dean Ambrose being that Intercontinental Champion. Not at all. I think it adds a little bit more validation to the title, and also brings up that new talent that he's going up against. Be it a Baron Corbin, be it a Dolph Ziggler, who's an old talent but needs to be revived. But I like the title on Dean. I think the best thing for Dean in his career right now is a heel turn. Seth Rollins, out of the three from the Shield, is the only person that has went heel, truly went heel, and turned good again. Like, Dean Ambrose was a dick. Fucking Seth Rollins was a dick. And that's what Dean needs to be. I think with him turning heel, it would bring a little bit more to his career, a little bit more depth, and that's pretty much what he needs. Because if you're working a program with somebody and they're expecting you to put that person over, but that person winds up putting you over more than what they expected you to do for them, then there's the problem. There's the problem right there. But in the same sense, Dean, like I said, it's either turn him heel or give him time off. That's the only way it works. People, with me not seeing you so much, I instantly know whenever you come up, it's going to be a game-changing thing. So, that's pretty much the show for today. I'm going to stop right there. I've talked on 2 subjects that I really wanted to touch on. I'll probably be back later today with another news report. I wanted to definitely touch on Shinsuke Nakamura. When will we be seeing him on SmackDown TV or pay-per-view? So that's definitely the headline for the next show. And also more news. I took off this weekend. I needed the rest. I feel great now. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. As always, follow the Outlaw, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel. Don't forget the YouTube channel, JP Outlaw Labcast. Always in the lab. The championship tournament series is over. I am waiting to do my first episode of Raw, but I want to do that with the capture card, all that other good stuff. I don't want to half-ass it. I'm reaching for perfection. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a small pause on the gaming aspect outside of, the side games that I might do. You might see something else up there other than WWE. But I want to do the WWE gameplay for you guys. So, now I want to start that up. I want that to be not the main focus of the channel, but one of the main focuses of the channel. Of course, the main focus is the podcast. And I'm only sharing this content with you guys as far as the gameplay because it's relatable. So, therefore, I would like to have that somehow work its way into being its own entity. But I want to, again, get the podcast on where it needs to be as far as I still want to do video. I want to do video packages as far as, WWE, TNA, all that, ROH. I'm going to start dipping into the indies just a little bit more than what I've been doing. I remember in the beginning I used to give you news on ROH and TNA and also WWE. But for the main focus, and this is just recently, it's been just the WWE, which you'll get news clips and also my reaction. And if you're on Facebook and you're a part of the Worldwide Outlaws, you get up-to-date news and rumors as they come. I even posted up there clips and so on and so forth. So, only thing I can say is, stick around because we're getting better. We're getting better. I'm rebranding. I'm taking some time to literally stop and go to what I want my YouTube channel to be about. And not only my YouTube channel, what in all the podcast is about. Like I've been telling you guys for weeks, I've been working on getting in contact with this guy so I can get the official JP Outlaw logo done. That way, once I get that done, everything else will soon follow. I feel as though it's not holding me back. I feel as though I could be doing a lot more with what I've been given. And I haven't been given a lot, but I've done a lot. So, there we go. That's pretty much it. You heard my ramble. You heard what's going on in my crazy head. I'm going to leave you guys with my final notes. Always remember this. Family. All shapes, forms, and sizes. Little, tall, whatever. Family will always be there for you in your time of need. I've learned that today. So, that's it. Until the next episode, guys. Peace.